morning, folks. Welcome back. Another early morning video. It's John Pettipas. It's 10 minutes past 7 o'clock in the morning, on the morning now of Wednesday, the 15th day of September. And this morning, we're going to talk about betrayal. Okay, this here is the bird. It's the Timothy Houston. He's the Premier of Nova Scotia. I certainly didn't vote for him, but he's the Premier of Nova Scotia by virtue of the fact he won 31 of 55 seats, okay? When you lie, you can do well. It's something like making money. If you want to sell drugs and do illegal stuff, well, you become quite rich in short order. If you want to make legal money, it's a lot more challenging. Of course, it's more rewarding ultimately that you know in your heart that you've done something true, honest, hard work. But nonetheless, he's the Premier of Nova Scotia, and so I wear black this morning because it's a momentous moment. It's the first of many betrayals. Okay, so he is Timothy, but he could very well be Judas Houston. Okay, he's Judas, the guy that took and betrayed our Lord, Savior, Redeemer, Jesus Christ, our Lord. This morning's actually was the news yesterday, and it's again this morning's Halifax Herald. And of course, it's Wednesday, as I repeat, the 15th of December. Phase 5 put off until October 4th. Now, Nova Scotia will delay the reopening plan until October 4th as COVID virus, I refer to as biological germ warfare from communist China, but COVID virus, coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. COVID-19 count spirals upward in public health, and at what public health officials call a pandemic of the unvaccinated, blah, blah, blah. 2 weeks ago, the province's Phase 5 would have begun on December 15th. The new date is when, and I have underlined here, when Nova Scotia's proof of full vaccination policy begins. Remember my policy and my video week before election, and the dumb, rotten, stupid idea of then Premier, Liberal Party leader and Premier Ian Rankin's Scotia Pass. Dumb, stupid idea. They're not having Scotia Pass. No. No Scotia Pass with Timothy Houston. He's sly. He's slick for the time being. They take, and it's Nova Scotia's proof of full vaccination policy. Different. No Scotia Pass. No. You are in Nova Scotia, but it's, no. It's called proof of full vaccination policy. Now I go on here. Can't read the whole thing. Time doesn't permit. Proof of full vaccination policy will be finalized and also implemented for activities like going to restaurants, gyms, movies, performances, and events. Things not covered, liquor store, no. You can gather in liquor store, no problem. Walmart, supermarket, no problem. Not a problem. Okay, liquor store, marijuana counter, no problem. Not a problem. But now, if you want to go to have a meal, or a restaurant, or a movie, or the gym, problematic. Okay, so this here is there's no other way to put this. This is an outright blatant betrayal of the people of Nova Scotia. Certainly wasn't me, provincially, that voted for Tim Houston. And he takes, and it's the first of many, okay? There's no character in that guy. There never was any character in that guy. I see Michelle Thompson's there, and I heard her on the news this morning, CJX News at 6 o'clock. And could have been Randy Laurie. The same, it's the monotone voice, somewhat depressed and subdued. No zip, no enthusiasm. And poor woman's in a difficult position. Okay, of course, she asked for it. Okay, and you often get in life what you choose. To pat like Robert Frost. I took a pat in the woods. It was a fork in the road. One pat went that way, and one pat went that way. So the famous poet Robert Frost, Pat in the Woods poem. Anyway, back to Tim Houston here. You have Tim Houston and Michelle Thompson, and you may as well have had a different government, because It's a complete betrayal of the people of Nova Scotia. And there's no other way to put it. It's a betrayal on the behalf of Tim Houston, and he is a cocky little bastard. And I'll make, this is not purpose video this morning, but I'm very confident he will not serve a full 4 years as Premier. Oh, duh, get the tree, but he won't get the 4 full years. Because this man had lost wonderful Alfie MacLeod, Eddie Oriel, and Chris Entremont. Chris Entremont is went on to get elected as Member of Parliament for Southwest Nova, and he'll be re-elected next Monday. Eddie Oriel got the nomination for the second time, lost narrowly the first time. Will get re-elected he's not re-elected, he will be elected as Member of Parliament next Monday evening for Sydney, Victoria, and Alfie MacLeod decided not to run this time. So anyway, they take and plus he kicked out the lady from Richmond County, Alana Pond, for no good reason, maybe inexperienced, a little bit green, but she was sincere. And she's not the only one that's green, a little bit experienced in his previous Tory opposition caucus, and now in many of the most green experienced ones are in cabinet. And those will be stories for other days, other news cycles. They take and of course he Smith McCloskey. Of course, he'll make lovey to get her back in, sucky, licky to get her back in the caucus. But I'm quite confident any man that lost 5 members in his first 2.5 years as Tory leader will not, the lion didn't change their stripes or spots, and leopard or lion, whatever you call it, tiger, and he will lose members, and he'll finish his minority government, and he'll be a one-term premier. But anyway, in the meantime, he stays premier, and it's an outright flat betrayal of the people, the good people of our beloved province of Nova Scotia, by Tim Houston. And for further details, you can pick up a copy of today's Halifax Herald. Give them a plug. Today's Halifax Herald, and see how you're having a wake or a funeral or something. You're subject to all these rules, but if it's a liquor store or the marijuana counter or the Dollarama or the Walmart or the supermarket, municipal outlet, no need there, okay? So it's I'm going to digress here a bit. We just passed the 20th anniversary of 9/11. I remember when they had a memorial out near Peggy's Cove, they were told that the Catholic and Anglican and Christian ministers were not supposed to mention God. But of your other religions, you could mention your religious head. That was back 20 years ago. And this policy just goes on and on and on. The Tories were in power then in Nova Scotia. Would have been John Ham government. Federally, it would have been that time. I guess, we're looking at, is it Paul Martin still in power then, or Jean Chrétien? Jean Chrétien was still there. But they were told not to mention God. I remember reading that. And actually, I know people that were there and part of actually organized it. They told the ministers not to mention God in their homily. Be religious, kind of apolitical, religious. So this is Tim Houston. This is the man that bristled at being called a conservative in an interview in the Halifax Herald a month and a half before election. This is a man that said in the first debate on CBC that there's no Conservative Party in Nova Scotia. No Conservative Party. No. They're PCs. This is the man that said he's on page with Justin Trudeau for spending on the interview scrum 8 days later on CTV with Steve Murphy. And so you've got quite the bird for Premier. But if you listen to News Cycle this morning, if you weren't listening to names, there has been no difference. And this guy has been a betrayal to you. Spitting. Anyway, that's it. I gotta go. It's John Pettipas. It's 18 minutes past. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. On the morning now of Wednesday morning, the 15th day of September, the day we were supposed to have less restrictions on our civil liberties, and I'm going to eat a breakfast, and a damn good breakfast, and you folks eat a healthy breakfast too. Next time, this is John Pettipas wishing you all the best, And God bless. And please share this video far and wide and promote a discussion. And for you people that voted for Timothy Houston, you're getting everything you asked for and more. Goodbye. Thank you.